Welcome out to the Cosign Podcast, Culture and Music. I'm your host, Venom Vixen, a.k.a. OGV. And, of course, I got my number one hitter with me.
Yeah. It's your boy, Sterling Stacks, a.k.a. Good in Every Hood, a.k.a. your homeboy's homeboy, a.k.a. I saw your old lady last night. She wasn't with me, but she damn sure wasn't with you. What's hood?
All right. It is my pleasure to welcome to all my co-signers out here. We got DJ Shy in the building.
What up? I just have one name, DJ Shy.
just one name.
Just one name, Shy.
No, he's got multiple names. Strip Club Bully, number one strip club DJ, South, North Carolina, and Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Possibly, I'm pretty sure. He's got a few AKAs.
But you just running out resumes, huh?
Yeah, he's got a few AKAs.
You know, it's cool when we haven't had a lot of DJs on the show, but it's something about like the DJ, you always want to be like, DJ Shy. This got to, okay, all right. I had to be stupid for a minute. Okay, so let's get right into this. I don't really know if I have a real WTF of the week. There's a lot of what the fuck was kind of going on this week. Mm-hmm. But this was something we was about to start arguing with on the phone, so I had to cut the conversation. So did you see it's a rapper out of Mississippi claims that Diddy and possibly Biggie stole his style, his flow, his image. His name was Notorious B1. He dropped the album in 1993. He also sampled the Juicy. And, it's interesting. It's very interesting.
First of all, I'm going to say I was deeply hurt.
Right.
But this is my thing, and I saw this, and I'm going to steal this from somebody else, pun intended. We in America, bro. People steal all the time.
Right.
Like, that's America's built. They stole the land. Mm-hmm. People steal business ideas. They steal they patent other people's work. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what I will say is, if because I don't want to believe if.
Yeah, right. I'm with you. Yeah.
If Diddy and Biggie did that, I think he did it in. No disrespect to the brother from Mississippi, but I don't think he would have done that at the same level as Biggie.
No, he wouldn't have been able to, because in 1993, wasn't nobody paying attention to down south rappers anyway.
Not from Mississippi.
Yeah. That was. I mean, he really didn't have a chance, but it was very uncanny to me. Now, I listened to some of the brothers' interview, and of course, we know Biggie held his own. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. But it's very uncanny, the cadence.
Yeah.
The style, the whole Big Papa, Big Daddy, Notorious B1. I mean,
he sampled a few things. He sampled a few things.
Man, listen, man. I'm not believing this shit. It's propaganda. This is all a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? This is something put in line by the white man to pull the wool over our eyes. I'm not believing this.
So you don't believe that Diddy, of all people, would not rip a nigga off?
I'm not saying Diddy wouldn't rip a nigga off, but I refuse to believe if there's anything that's similar to Notorious B.I.G. a year before Notorious B.I.G.
And I'm not surprised you're saying that.
Yeah, no, it's not real. This is all fake.
I'm not surprised you said that.
And this has come from the person that I probably argued with for 4 years straight, that he argued me that Pac was bigger than Biggie. So this is very surprising to me. This is very surprising to me, because I've had many a school bus arguments with him.
Listen, but Biggie is my GOAT, like, honestly.
I'm about to say, he listens to a lot of Biggie.
Biggie is my GOAT, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, this is all fake. You know what I mean? Can't believe everything you read on the internet? I don't believe this shit.
So I can't believe my lying ass ears, my lying ass eyes, none of that.
No, I'm not believing it. It was a remake, and he did it after Biggie did Juicy, and then they just put it 1993 on it. That's not real. I'm not believing this shit. Yeah, I'm not believing it.
Conspiracy,
it's
nigga.
It's a conspiracy right now.
Conspiracy, nigga.
But did he do steal shit? But
like, cause just think about it. We had locally. Remember there were some guys upstate. They sued Memphis Bleak, and they won. Mm-hmm. They stole that Round Here record. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because people send in. Think about back in the day. You would send in hard copies of tapes and CDs and stuff. And I could see. I don't think that this would be something that Big himself would have sat down and said, "Oh, I like that nigga style. Let me do it."
The cadence part is what kills me. The music, but like I said, taking a record or something, that's normal. But like the cadence and being, like you said, the B1, Notorious B1, and Notorious, like that's it's kind of hard for me just to accept that Biggie would say, you know what, I'm gonna take this man's entire style.
But who knows if that was even anything told to him? Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just a street nigga. You got this nigga like Diddy, who is the corporate, the office guy.
Yeah.
And so he could have presented it to him. Like, we don't know how he was even presented to become Notorious B.I.G. You know what I'm saying? He was calling himself Biggie on the street. But, like, that is a whole image. That was a whole machine that put him together, as in coming from you being on the corner rapping to now being in the studio.
I could see Diddy saying, yo, we going to call you Notorious after,
Maybe seeing something.
But we've got videos of Biggie back before he was signed rapping, and he flowed like that, and that's how he sounded. So we can't say that. What? The videos on the street rapping, he didn't sound like the same Biggie.
Biggie with the bandana back in the
It's not possible. You know why it wasn't possible?
He sound totally different then.
You know why it wasn't possible? He didn't rap on those type of beats. Diddy introduced the whole rapping on R&B beats.
Yeah, I know the whole
him.
sampling and all that.
So
it's not real. Shit's fake.
Okay. All right.
No cosign.
Come on, Stash. You remember the Dolly, My Baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it,
And
but
before that.
And then he said,
so you saying
all the way down from Mississippi all the way to the East Coast. Man, they had to sting that brother.
I mean,
they had to sting.
So you saying that like you said,
trying to play it
instead in the movie how he handed him the record with the Juicy, you know what I'm saying, the Juicy Fruit record, you saying he handed him Big Daddy and said, I need you to.
No, not necessarily. But that was a movie, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, but let's say we go a little bit off of that storyline. Diddy highly influenced him to do that record. It wasn't a record that Biggie just wanted to do. Remember? We'll go off the movie version. Yeah. He basically had to lock him in the studio with some liquor and some broads, and he was like, look at him, what am I rap on this? And he's like,
you know for a fact that it's well documented that Diddy told Biggie had to change his whole style. He told him to change his flow to this, to that.
And he picked a nigga from Mississippi and said, hey, try to be more like this guy.
Or a nigga that I know that's never going to see the light of day. I'm sorry, no disrespect for that brother. But, you know, at that time, New York hip-hop was going to always trump Mississippi hip-hop.
Anything.
I agree with that, but I'm still not co-signing this shit. It's not real.
I co-sign you, my brother. And if you can get some bread off Diddy, get his ass.
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of it. He probably cut a check. He won't even blink. Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you this. You know the Missing You record?
The Faith Evans and the 112?
Yeah. So, you know, he sampled that and didn't get any clearance. To this day, he pays them white boys $800,000 a year.
For real?
Yes. Diddy steals music.
Was that
okay?
From,
that's
Sting?
From, every move you...
But the funny thing about that is that didn't they perform live together and Sting came out with the police and they did the whole live thing.
They might have, but the paperwork was never
done.
done.
I'm still getting my
and
check.
they are still getting checks from Diddy. And it's not even they, because it's a little controversy with that. It's only two members, I guess, are actually the writers, composers. So other members aren't making any money. But that's a whole nother white people beef, and we don't deal with that on the cosign.
We don't deal with that on the cosign.
So, all right. So tax season is upon us.
Man,
always sound like that about tax season.
It's Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Black Christmas, man.
So I got a question to you, fella. Do men really start acting different when the tax time comes?
I know brothers that's like some tax season Casanovas.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like I know during tax season, like they going out. Yeah. Like you know what me and bro do. So you see the single women with the tax money going crazy,
right?
And you see the hey, let me buy you a little drink. Real quick.
We're extra, and niggas are extra nice.
extra nice.
They start priming you, Valentine's?
Probably probably
they start
Valentine's.
working you there.
Yeah, real good. They make sure you have a good New Year's Eve together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Bring it right on into the new year. New year, new me, new us. You know what I mean?
Not new me, new us. I like that.
Yeah, because you know the W-2s is on the way. You know what I mean? And so
they know it.
Yeah, definitely. I think so, and I think dudes in married households and shit like that, or not married, but like committed relationship households, and they old lady about to get a check. I think they know it. That they gonna make sure they on their P's and Q's, because it's definitely gonna be fucking nigga if you do anything to piss them off during these next few months.
That time, they're super. It's hyper independency doing this.
Yeah, right.
Nigga, what?
All of a sudden, what needs you?
What?
I can cut the own grass myself. I can pay somebody to cut the grass.
The dishes, nigga. What?
Right.
Yes.
So you say the women start acting a little brand new too?
Shit, we on thin ice, bro.
Listen,
she get them good bundles.
Yeah.
Listen. You know, think about how many arguments are going on right now about who claims the kids.
Right. But taxi
households are being divided right now.
You know what? And a lot of them don't do it right. I always sit back and I say, like, okay, once you got more than 2 kids, you need somebody else claiming one of them kids. You get more money that way. Yeah. And I see people like, fuck that up all the time. I'm like, why you won't let him claim one of the kids?
You got 4 kids, you won't let him claim one. Just let him claim one, because you ain't getting too much more at 2 or 3 anyway.
You're not going to get much after 2.
Nah, they ain't trying to get Jerome no money. Jerome can't get nothing off of this, you know what I mean?
Sad.
This thing came straight out of her. Jerome can't get nothing, you know what I mean?
Oh, but what she give him, he might get some J's and a 12-pack.
And 12-pack. Big bottle of Hennessy.
Ladies,
extra big bottle.
If they're good daddies, man, you gotta do. I don't know.
How you feel as a woman about that argument? Do you feel like a woman? Because as a man, we're gonna tell you what we feel. Yes, we feel you should slide us some money. You know what I'm saying?
So,
active dads.
Active fathers. Yeah.
I let my son's father claim my son one time, and he owed college debt, and all the money got taken. So that was the end of that. So that was that. You won't do that again.
But he got that debt.
I did it one time.
He got that debt erase.
Look, I did it one time. I was like, you know what? Okay, we ain't doing that again.
No, but seriously, do you think the man deserves? The woman should slide an active father a couple dollars.
I think that when it comes to tax money, if you're working as a team, that y'all should make the best decision as a team. Because like I said, you can get more money. Let's say we have 3 kids. So for 2 of them, I'm gonna get $6,500. Mm-hmm. That one is $4,500. Mm-hmm. So if you claim one, that's $4,500. Now I get the $6,500. Now we done got over 10 bands. I'm not gonna get much more for that 3rd kid.
You gonna bust it down the middle? About
down the middle?
Yeah, down the middle.
I saw that cheek twitch. I saw the twitch.
See, look, can't even.
Wait.
And you're talking about together. I'm talking about separated.
So and then we're not together. We're co-parenting.
Right.
No, we're not busting out of it.
See,
because it's not a down the middle relationship. Because if the kids live with one parent or the other, there's no down the middle with that.
Are you gonna slide them some money?
Yeah, that just sound weird. Why would I slide him some money? I will say.
This is what I'm getting at.
Will you give him some money?
Will you give him some money? If he's an active father and you're co-parenting and you get $6,500.
No, y'all get 10 bands. Y'all get 10 bands.
Okay, so if we did it that way, he could keep that $4,500.
Oh, well, we good then.
Yeah,
because I know that if he's in a better position, my kid's in a better position. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I might even, let's say I ain't gonna slack up on the child support, but you got a little head start for the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or we could discuss something that has to do with the kids, like maybe something big that needs to be paid for, like a sport program, or something that we could just go ahead and take care of it for the year, knock that thing on out.
We not getting where I'm at. This is hypothetical shit. You're saying that if first off, she's not gonna let you claim the kid, so we can cut that shit out. She's not giving you the kid to claim. So now you got, let's just say 2 kids, and you getting $6,500 back. Are you going to give your baby daddy, who you co-parent with, the active father, any money? It
just feels counterproductive because it's like, okay, all right. So if you're like paying child support, so why am I now gonna give you some money? Maybe I'll give you a child support break. Like you could have like 6 months off.
All right, so fellas,
we can use my real life situation, right? So I have one baby mom I have 2 kids with, and one baby mother that I have 1 child with, right?
Okay.
2 of the kids will be majority of the time. 1 of the kids stay with their mom, right? But I'm extremely active. I'm not on child support. I buy clothes, I buy shoes, underwear, everything. You know what I'm saying? We paying for vacations, all that. My oldest son is 8. My youngest child is 3. I have never gotten any tax money back, ever. $0.
Even with the ones you got living with you?
$0.
You ain't doing that right.
No, the answer
You're not doing that right.
She's not gonna ever. They're never gonna slide you some money.
Never gonna slide no money.
Okay, now I'm gonna tell you, you're not doing that right. Okay, because I've claimed other people's children.
You don't really need the permission,
right? Okay, and let me just say this: I had a situation because a lot of people know I raised my godson, so he's like my oldest, and his dad, when he was about 2 years old, went and tried to claim him on taxes, and when he went to do it, I had already done it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so he tried to, stir up a fuss, but it was like, sir, where does the child live?
Correct.
Who takes care of the child? Oh, that lady right there? Oh, well, she has the right to claim that child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just bite the bullet though. Like, you're gonna bite the bullet because nobody's gonna cause. Men aren't gonna cause all of that shit.
I'm not.
I know.
IRS.
It's probably not worth it.
It's not.
Some things aren't worth it. Them few bands to have to go through and be, in discord.
And like you said, it's like mysteriously, it's always something that needs to be done.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I was going to take them on a cruise, and you taking the kids on the cruise?
Right.
Oh, okay. The kids want to go to Ruth Chris.
Right.
They're taking family dinners.
The answer is no, man. They're not going to slide you no money.
I'm going to have to say you're not going to get money slid.
I've never been slid no money. I'm with you, Shy. I've never been slid no money.
I'm married. I don't say, okay, the buddy's here. Here's your piece, I don't know. Take care of.
But Smitty probably still know when that check coming, and he looking forward to though. He's extra nice too. Smitty's probably extra nice too around that season
Smitty's
too.
Always nice.
Smitty's extra nice around taxes too. Yes, we're nice, and no, we're not getting no money.
Not getting
other
anything.
than no cash in our hands.
Yeah. Well, you might get a
Fucked
trip.
up. That's fucked
I get a
up.
trip.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's the kind of stuff I'll do. The tax money come in and be like, all right, I'll go ahead and get our plane tickets for something that we got coming up. You know what I'm saying? Start putting hotel reservations down. Like we use the money together, but no, I've never just said tax money is here.
Here's $1,000. Here's $2,000.
It goes into the joint account. The joint.
No, definitely not.
Right.
Because this nigga go and try to book a show with that shit. Hell no.
Nobody don't even go into the joint account.
No, hell no. I know this nigga. He'll be like, oh, I just used the $1,500. I just put that deposit down. I'm gonna get it back on Friday.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, hell no.
Getting a lot of insight right here. I.e. niggas, you're never getting any tax money.
Don't even look for it, brother. Just keep it
I
pushing.
didn't know y'all really felt like this. I'm glad I brought that up.
Yes, we want a piece of the money. We want a little $1,500, a little couple band, little slider, little something. You know what I mean? Not no new, because we know the J's and the dinner is coming. But
I think the biggest thing is we don't want you to dictate what we're gonna do with the money. Like, just give me the money. And if I want to just mess it up and go to Vegas for one weekend and gamble, I earned
See, that's
that.
why y'all not getting the money.
Why?
That's why.
Why?
But it's ours, right? Like, we earned it.
Yeah, we're co-parenting. We active fathers. You know what I mean? Like, you getting some of that money because, what we help, put together. Like,
no, I'm getting the money off of the taxes that you paid out of your check. Now, if your name ain't on this, it's not technically your earned income tax credit. It's not yours. I earned that credit because I went to work and they took taxes out my money.
But you took my taxes out too when I had to go to Old Navy every weekend.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I want them Old Navy Super Bucks, Super
Exactly, all the shit. You know what I mean? Your kid needs, he want, like, you know what I mean?
They know me in Carter's. Oh, Shy, what up? What up? I'm back. Yeah, I'm back again.
Yeah, right.
I've earned that.
You got the rewards card? You put your number in?
Yeah, put your number in. Ping. They go, oh, Shy, what up?
It's everything. Mr. Leaper, you're here to pick up. Yes, it's all of that shit every day of the week, too. You know what I mean?
Just shout out to y'all being good dads and just, get over it. Yeah.
Get over it. Shouts out to the active fathers. Get over it.
Shout out to the pops.
I mean, I would fight for y'all, but I know it's no fight.
Yeah,
so
it's not, man.
We know.
Nothing.
We know. Real niggas know. We know.
Yeah. I've learned that over the years. I gave that up a long time ago.
Just gonna be nice. Start New Year's Eve. Just gonna be nice.
He just walking out. Hey, so you got a new car, huh?
Right.
That's nice.
Paper tag season is upon us.
It's on the way.
But this year's not as good. So you're not going to see what we say. The tax stated the government is broke. Yeah, and I even though my tax guy was like, listen, we ain't do none of that slick shit we normally do. We play it straight because they looking at everything. They are really trying not to give nobody any bread. So just that's just an FYI out there. If you are independent, we are independent. People don't work for people, so you got to cut corners. But my tax guy was like, nope, not this year.
Yeah, my kid's mama hit me and told me, but you know what I'm saying, like she don't think she getting back the same thing.
Yeah, it's
like,
not, no.
With the disappointment in everybody's voice this year, bro, it's like, but they gonna look at like they blessed us throughout, which they didn't. Fuck, they probably owe us all that money.
But no, they took that out of your tax money too. So when we was getting like the $500 stipend a month, that came out of the earned tax credit last year. So you got less money last year too because you already got it during the year.
Tax season don't even matter no more. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
Oh, you're
Not
sad.
to me. I ain't.
Let's move on.
Please.
So T.I. and Boosie beefing.
Oh, Jesus. I knew it was coming.
I was just, okay. So I'm trying to figure out, like, where did it come from? Like, I know Boosie went and did an interview on Vlad. Can you get me a water? And I know
Me
that.
Too,
Thank you, honey. So, and then, what made Boosie just bring it up? This whole T.I. supposed to have been snitched on his cousin.
I have no idea where it came from, but we all know that Boosie stands firmly behind the no snitching policy. We all know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's always been the no snitch, because, you know what I'm saying? He's a street guy. You know what I'm saying? So he stands on that. My thing about it is, if this your partner, y'all about to do an album together, that's some shit you pull me to the side, like, bro, listen. You know what I mean? If you're going to be a real nigga, you got to be a real nigga all the way.
All the way.
Don't get on, real niggas don't get on the internet and do that messy shit. To me, that was messy. Bro,
messy.
I heard this about you, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to come to you as a man. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Did you snitch on blah, blah, blah? Because, my fans and what I stand on, I can't go for that.
Because they be fact checking, though.
Oh, facts.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what took Boosie so long to figure out. Like, cause the T.I. interview is old, right? Like, it's not a current or new T.I. interview. Like, they were hanging out a couple weeks earlier at Boosie at Boosie property. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I appreciate y'all. They were hanging out at Boosie property just the other day. You know what I mean? Like, or, you know, a couple weeks ago. So, but that interview's mad old though. You know what
You're talking about T.I.'s interview?
Yeah, about him. You know, he putting his cousin said you could put it on me. Like, but like we said, what's the difference in, you know what I mean, D-Rock and Biggie when D-Rock said, I'm gonna take the charge because you got this or that going on. Like,
that's what they're supposed to do.
Right. Yeah,
you
so
know, when the come up is coming
protect
on,
the money, you know
protect the money.
And so for Boosie to even be holding on to that type shit, man, like that's just. I mean, I think Boosie was wrong. Like Shot said, if I'm your man, pull me to the side and ask me about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm in the same position. I'm entertained. I got a lot to lose too. I'm pretty sure if when you were going through your murder beef, if there was somebody that said, yo,
Facts.
put the body on me, bro. You know what I mean? Or put it, I'll go stand trial for you, which is
Or
big.
put the body on me and I'm going to die.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like the dude,
I'm dead.
I'm dead, bro. Like, which that part confusing me. So did he tell him before he died? Was he dying when he told him put it on me?
Well,
No, he was already dead.
So what T.I. came back to say that he had the paperwork to prove that he was not a rat. He said, I got the paperwork to show him. And when you leave out this motherfucker, please let a motherfucker know that the paperwork was present. And if they weren't here, they should have been saying a motherfucking thing about the king. So apparently they were supposed to meet up and he brought the actual paperwork.
And Boosie ain't show up.
And Boosie ain't show up?
Right.
I mean, I think it's best because we don't really need that in hip hop. Not with two of the vets like that or whatever.
But what we do need Boosie because
accountability though.
Boosie say a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So the one time Boosie was like, hey nigga, yeah, you trying to fact check? Boom. What's up, Boosie? You don't get quiet now, nigga.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know what they say, been like. The apology need to be as loud as accusation, right?
Say that. And this snitching thing, you know, I'm not a street person, so it's always like bothers me because if you do something in front of me and it's me over you, I'm snitching. I'm just gonna tell you now, I'm not.
Like you have done no crimes with venom.
I am not the person because if you get me caught up because of some shit, because I don't do illegal shit. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? I only had one opportunity. I thought about this when I was putting this down on the show. I did have one time that I was asked to snitch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was not no police shit, but it's some school shit. And I had cut school, and the assistant principal took me in the office. And this was back in the day when we could fight, and they couldn't catch us. Like, by the time they got there, the scene was gone. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to be like, if you tell me who was fighting, I'll excuse that you skipped school. I was in the office like, yo, what kind of bullshit is this?
You ain't give up the goods, did you?
I didn't know.
Oh, good. All right. Well, see, you good then. You still made it.
Shit, I'm a G out the streets. I'm a whole fucking G. That's what's up.
But like Boosie can't question people's shit unless he's doing everything morally correct in life. And Boosie, we all know Boosie don't do everything morally correct.
But even beyond that though, Stacks, you gotta before you do that type of shit, like you said, on that type of platform that Boosie has, you gotta fact check, my nigga. You gotta be thorough with your shit. Right. You're accusing T.I., one of the greatest rappers of all time. Right, in my opinion, of being a snitch, which dope boys in the trap, street nigga went to jail for guns, served fed time, went back to jail for so you're accusing this person who's built his whole platform, his whole career off of being a street nigga of snitching. That's a death sentence.
Yeah. I mean, for a nigga like him.
And back in the day, T.I. a little too Hollywood for that shit.
Yeah,
he's
but
like, he can't be knocking off Boosie for that shit.
We not there's no cosign on Boosie in his reason or his internet rant about shit.
Call them shenanigans.
Shenanigans. You could have handled with your brother face to face.
Yeah, come on.
And I also agree with you. I feel like this platform that people have, they just talk and they do not take 1 minute. And what happens is that one line, there's still going to be people who are now forever going to be like, oh, but T.I. was a snitch. T.I. was a snitch because they seen Boosie say it one time.
And Boosie a real nigga, so T.I. a snitch. Like, I mean, Boosie for president, then like, nigga, your niggas will listen to anything on the internet.
And they love to say Boosie a real nigga. They just say that because he's dark skinned.
They say he ignorant. He say what he want. You know what I'm saying?
He ignorant, but he get away with it because he's dark skinned.
But listen, I will say this: colorism. That's the first time I've never heard you say nothing about colorism. You like because he dark skinned. You like, yeah, he is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying he is dark skinned.
No, because I promise you know me, light skin. Y'all always get the little, little shade about, being
we
a
always
little,
do. We
little
gotta be
sensitive, not hard enough.
We've got to be a little extra gangster.
But hold on, we know since we're speaking of T.I get a lot of shit for a lot of shit he says. Now.
He does, yeah.
And Boosie get a lot of shit for a lot of shit he says too.
Yeah.
So the whole D-Wade shit, they was about to tear him up with D-Wade son, daughter.
Yo, they about to murk Boosie over there, yo.
Yeah.
He got a lot of flack for that.
He say what a lot of people feel, though.
But you know what? Boosie is hood enough that he could be Teflon to that. Like, even the people who came at Boosie don't have anything to do with how Boosie make his money.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, Boosie is one of those people that had big, major, sneaker
deals
and stuff. What are you going to cancel for Boosie? Boosie, you can't have another show?
Right.
And you think hood niggas ain't coming?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to cancel on Boosie?
Because the Alphabet Police was after his ass, the LBGTQ.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, good God, boy.
They said there's such a strong force, but they said they couldn't do anything to him.
Yeah, because he doesn't have anything.
No sneak and everything he has. Like, they gonna tell him, we're not gonna eat rap snacks. Yeah, right.
Right.
Y'all gonna eat them fucking rap snacks.
That barbecue chips and all that. Yeah, no, you gonna eat that. Like he's not on no sitcoms. He's not, dealing with Hollywood and that type of issue, like to where he's rubbing them. He's a self-made hood nigga.
Y'all gonna take his moves off of Tubi? Like,
right. You know what I mean?
Nobody gonna be mad about that shit.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Like, the most he got to look, the mailman might fuck up his mail at his house.
That's about it.
Can we cancel Tubi?
Oh.
Man, listen, them are the most B-class movies. Anytime I say somebody, yo, so-and-so on Tubi was good, I'd be like, this motherfucker has no taste.
And listen, but the funny shit about it is that I'm mad because they found a market for that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
The movies we would never watch, like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
They found a market. They're making money off it. People are making these little BC movies. Now it's going straight to TV and people are watching. Like,
I actually watch that shit.
Here's the thing. I don't watch it. But when you start watching one, it's like you have to see it through.
Finish it.
Yeah, you have to see this foolishness through.
And you be distraught the whole fucking like, look,
this is some bullshit.
Like, really?
An hour and a half in.
It's fucking ketchup. That ain't no fucking blood. You be mad. But you still watch this shit.
You can't stop. You gotta see it. You gotta see it, yo. Listen, I saw one day when we was at the car lot, and I was just like, I had to see it through. I was like,
I've clicked on some bullshit though. I've clicked on some bullshit. I just be like, there's no fucking way.
There's no way y'all.
There's no way y'all said we should put this out.
Like this. And rap. Good job. Fuck no. No way y'all said that. Rap.
Great job, fellas. Great job, everybody. It's a rap.
That's horrible, man.
Oh my God, I would love to see that.
Bro, but I hate B movies, bro. Like I hate B movies. I hate BET movies. Like I hate all of them. I hate Lifetime movies. Like
Lifetime get you hooked too.
I mean, Lifetimes are better than Tubies, but Lifetime movies be dumb as shit too.
It's the same shit. Somebody get kidnapped. Somebody stalked. Somebody got somebody switched places with somebody's dad.
Right. You know what I mean?
It's a stepfather part 17. The fuck?
Something's wrong with that.
Somebody stole somebody's baby at the hospital again.
Yeah, the cheerleaders are arguing with each other, and one comes up missing or dead or something like that.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, no, I can't do B movies, man, at all. Call me bougie, whatever you want. I can't do B movies in no shape, form, or fashion.
I know one thing. One person eating off that shit. Nobody can't say shit about Tyler Perry movies and shows no more.
But listen, he's the king of B shit.
No, that nigga got C shit.
Hold on.
Might be.
Listen, Tyler Perry shit is way better than they shit.
Than Tubi?
It's on the line.
I saw it. All right, he's got better cameras. But the plot, man, Tyler Perry got every movie on BD, every show on BET.
BET is a Tyler Perry production.
It's the Tyler Perry network.
Why? Come on, let's say, why are we letting Tyler Perry get away with this shit, yo? Why? Let's just be honest.
Like, so you saying you don't watch what's that shit, The Oval?
No, I didn't watch it. I used to watch If Loving You Was Wrong. That was a hot fucking ghetto hoodness mess.
What's the other show where the people walk around with the burgundy hoodies and they're supposed to be a cult, some shit?
All of them,
I didn't watch that one.
All of them. Whatever's on it, listen, all of them.
And they be running for years. Somebody's watching that shit.
Yeah.
House of Pain. Okay? The greatest crackhead story ever.
Yeah.
Janine was a crackhead, burnt down her house, lost all her kids. She got clean, started dating an NFL player, then got back married to her husband and became an advertising executive. The best crackhead comeback story I've ever seen in life.
And guess what? People still watch
They still watch that shit.
What's the other one with the dude with the gap, big belly?
Oh, I can't stand him. Mr. Brown.
No, not Mr.
Not
Brown.
him.
The other one. What's the other one?
The show?
Gap, big belly.
That he's the fire chief. Is that House of Pain? That's House of Pain?
House of Pain is one of their better ones.
What's the one with Mr. Brown in the morning?
Yeah,
that's Meet the Browns, right?
I can't do
No,
Mr. Brown.
no, not the movie, the TV.
The TV show,
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
can't do Brown.
I can't do none of them, bro. That shit is like, it's horrible, bro.
And how is Cora his daughter? Okay, I'm just leaving it alone. Okay.
Mr. Brown funny as shit. I don't fuck what y'all say. Mr. Brown is funny as shit.
Mr. Brown might be a little funny, but Tyler Perry movies are fucking horrible. TV shows are horrible. His movies are horrible.
It's better than Tubi though. Come on, dog. Are you gonna watch House of Pain? Or you gonna watch?
I'm gonna watch House of Pain. I'm watch House of Pain before I do Tubi.
Because I like Curtis. Curtis
like
is
Curtis.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch House of Pain before I watch Tubi. That's fucking crazy.
So we made the comment about Boosie not being able to be canceled. Let's move on and let's talk about this whole situation with Ye and Adidas reunited, and it feels so good.
Somebody make the cash register sound.
That's they didn't give me my bell. They took my bell.
Thank God.
There it is.
Thank God somebody moved the bell. Shit, it makes sense, right? I mean, this is.
Listen, it's America. It's capitalism. It's just funny to me that how fast people praise him for being a genius, for doing, in my opinion, some of the dickhead and saying some of the most dickheadish. That's a new word. Shit and especially when it comes to us, like. To me, it's like, okay, money don't excuse everything. You feel me?
Right.
So now it's like, oh, see, I told you he had a plan. He knew what he was doing. No, the fuck he did.
No,
he had no fucking plan.
He had a fucking psychotic episode like he always does.
Right.
And he talked about Jewish people.
Right.
And that went bad.
That went real
bad.
And now everybody's saying that he was a genius. Like he said, yeah, gotcha. No, nigga, you didn't plan that shit.
At all.
You did not. Listen, what happened was Adidas had to tuck their tail.
Right.
Because they was bleeding bread. They wasn't making the money. We stuck with all these fucking Yeezys.
In a warehouse somewhere.
What the fuck? Hey, man, yeah, I know you had said that shit, though, dog, but hey, I got all these goddamn sneakers I got to sell.
Right.
But us, black people, man, I told you, bro, see, sometimes you got to do something. No, nigga.
That's not how you drop your nut.
He had a bipolar episode.
You don't get canceled. That's not how you drop your nuts. You was gonna drop your nuts and you just drop your nuts and say, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna walk out.
When they had called you back, you said, nigga, fuck them shoes. Let them sit.
Right.
That's dropping your nuts. You know what I'm saying? But when he woke up that next day, he said, oh shit.
I dropped a Billy? Hold on, I dropped a Billy?
Like, oh shit. Like, so yeah, he was, and at that point, he probably put everything in motion. This ain't just happened overnight. Bro, you know what I mean? They put everything in motion to get rid of the remaining. They probably started plotting on this shortly after that.
He was losing bread. They was losing bread. Fuck, we gotta do something about it. It wasn't no strategy. He didn't plan that.
No,
niggas all on Facebook. Oh, he planned. I told you.
I'm gonna talk about.
It's called stockholders. It's called motherfucking board members. It's called. Wait a minute. You know what I mean? Our worth just dropped. And
a word for all our up and coming young black entrepreneurs. Don't do that shit, dog. Do not get on any of your social media platforms and say anything about any community and think that's going to, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm here with the 42 fake. I know that you're going to be canceled and fired.
Yeah,
right.
That's not the way to go. So, my brethren up in here, DJ Shy, of course, DJ. So you still out there thugging it out in these streets.
Yeah.
Stack still is. I be on the phone with him all the time. Like, so when we gonna get this?
I'm holding on.
Yo, that nigga done retired 10 times.
Right.
Past 2 months.
Right. Yeah. I'm always.
But it's just so different right now. Yeah. Like we were having a little conversation earlier, and what's the difference now? Because you've been in the game over 20 years, right? Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that because I've been in over 20 years. So, what is the biggest difference do you see now?
Just in general, I think for us, we're going to speak just in South Carolina.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess,
okay,
yeah.
So I know for us, and Smitty probably can attest to it. Before we used to flourish with less because we didn't get to see as much. You feel me? Like we didn't get to experience. Like everybody wasn't shooting to Atlanta, Miami, and Charlotte and seeing these different things. Back in the days when you were still doing clubs, it's like what we had is what we saw. So people used to run to it. Now with this and technology, I'm not staying in Columbia and spending my money where I can just go an hour up the road and get a better experience and more bang for my buck. So with the technology, we see much more now. Like I can remember being like back in the day, and I told Sex, I'm like, bro, why we never used to go to Atlanta like that? Like we, what I'm saying? Like we used to be here, have them. We never like, bro, let's go to Atlanta. Know why? Because now everybody's talking about going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Why didn't we go to Miami back in 2000? Like, you know what I'm saying? We were doing stuff like we weren't trying to go out to Miami and Atlanta and Charlotte and do these different things.
You knew it was there, but you couldn't see what it had to offer back then.
It never occurred to me like, yo, maybe I should try to go get a job at Nicky's back in the day. It's right up. I never thought like just Charlotte is right there.
Right.
I'm watching Larry Johnson them on TV. I never, you know what? Maybe I need to go to Charlotte and start it. So I think with the advent of technology, it's changed a lot. And honestly, like I said, with this, a lot of people, you can experience so much just by sitting home and watching your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I know in my line of business, as far as the strip clubs, the thinking is almost now, it's like, okay, I can literally download the music I want to hear. I can pay $20 for my OnlyFans subscription. I can get about 4 of those a month. I'm spending about $160. I'm gonna go get me a bottle of liquor.
And I can watch this shit on my phone.
And stay home and watch it. And I tell the dancers, I'm like, yo, y'all giving away everything on this. Why would I pay $30 to come in, get 100 ones, pay $20 to park, buy $9, $10 shots?
I can just go on your Instagram.
On Instagram, see everything you do.
I go to OnlyFans.
It's not as crowded over there either. I can just look at you, just me and you. Hey, boo.
Because like what you said earlier, she looked like she's looking at me.
She's looking at me. Hey, boo. Hey, boo.
I can see that because I know even for me, I'd rather do that. I'll get a bottle of liquor, cook some good food, have 6, 7 friends over. I enjoy that way more than having to get dressed, find a parking spot, do this, that.
People don't go out to have a good time anymore. They go out just to say that they're out. So they, just to take some pictures, just to say that they were in the place. If you go out most of the times now and you see everybody's got their phone.
Mm-hmm.
Back when we were, back in the day, we
were there for it.
We there for the party. You know what I mean?
There was no distractions though.
None at all. You know what I mean? Like I know we had cell phones back then. I don't recall being all in my cell phone. You know what I mean? When we was in the club at all. Like, you leave that bitch you would leave your cell phone in the car. Literally. You know what I mean? I don't want to lose my shit. Like, the car. You cannot get in touch with me between the hours of 12 midnight and 3 a.m. I'm partying. So it ain't.
I was at CIAA one weekend, and this girl was like in the VIP area, and I watched her for about 45 minutes. She was trying to angle her phone so she could shake her ass and video her clapping her ass. And at one point I was going to say, you want me to just hold it for you? Because she was propping that
bitch.
thing. But I'm like, okay, I watched it for like 40 minutes. Like,
yeah, facts.
That's what you're doing in the club. You're not even in the club. You're trying to get a video of shaking your ass in the club.
They had head turned away from all the action. She's looking at the camera. That sound about right.
Yeah, even with the dance, we said all the time, like, bro, put your goddamn phone down and work. Like, they'll sit in the corner and do this all night. No, put your phone down and be active and be active in the moment. But it's just totally different. Like you said, before we used to party. We wasn't worried about posting on our Instagram, our snack, our Finsta. We coming to party. Now it's more so like if you said when you party, like, listen, we're gonna do a party, no phones allowed. Man, shit. I ain't gonna
right,
man,
right.
Hell no.
Drop your phone at the door, nigga. My phone at the door.
Man, hell
man,
no.
I want you to experience, man, just people and sitting my phone at the door.
If I don't post it, I was never there.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's cool. So what about the business side? How has that changed?
I think I think as far as Columbia goes, I think we're lacking certain venues and certain experiences. Like you said, because like I said, with the advent of technology, like we see more, people are exposed to more. So I can go on right now on my Instagram, go to my explore page and type in clubs. I see these clubs. I see the clubs with the gardens and the flowers on the inside. And
like, I want to go to
I want to go there. And then what do we have in Columbia?
Right. Like I said, we had this conversation. I do think that Columbia has gotten better on the presentation.
It definitely
you know what I mean? So I will give him credit for that. But I still think, we're still dealing with people who are at the top of the business who aren't taking care of the business side of it when it comes to their people correctly. And so I think that's also going to change the experience you get when you're getting bullshit people, you know what I mean, to DJ or host your events because they're cheaper. And that's a lot of shit that goes on.
Because the DJ game changed as soon as they started putting them little machines.
As soon as everybody said they could do it.
Everybody's a DJ now.
Yeah.
Everybody's a DJ.
You know, once they started being able to go, do, I'm a DJ, that's changed the game. And I tell Stacks all the time, that's why I don't like to host at clubs.
Yeah.
My last time hosting a club, a party, I asked the DJ to just throw me some instrumentals here and there, and then he was like, and so you're going to know the talk? And I was like, yeah, I'll know. And then he said, well, you know what? I think that's where I'm messing up because I don't have any instrumentals.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. It's not enough people qualified to do the
How
job.
do you DJ and don't have no instrumentals?
You got to think. So even when I started, I think it's hard because when I started, I started with my CDs, whatever. I did CDs for a long time, but I still had people coming to help me. I would sit down and actually study. Like I would drive to Atlanta and go study. God bless. I go study Nando. I would go to Fantasy Island. I would go study Big G. I would study B Lord. I would study everybody. I would study and learn first.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? But like you said, now with the club owners, they don't care if you don't know shit. You got a laptop. You gonna take 150? Got your Saturday night.
Hey, love that number 150.
Yeah, 150. That DJ's like horribly underpaid. No, but I feel you though, because even when I started hosting, like I used to come in the club. Like before I started hosting, I would come in. I would see Shy and I would listen. You know, I would listen to Cadillac and I would listen to, like, I actually was trying to make sure I didn't fuck up when I went in there. So I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. I knew I could talk. I knew I could keep people engaged, but there were certain things about it that, so I would literally come before I started hosting, I would come. And even when I first started hosting, like I would ask people, you know what I mean? I would ask people who've been in the business and try to soak that up. So nowadays, nobody's really doing that. Everybody think they can do it. They see you do it and they think they can do it.
And the wild part is, the money's changed. Like when in my height time, like then on Vixen time, like I could easily get $1,200, $1,500 to host a party.
Shit, them
That
niggas have a heart
shit
attack.
Yeah, I mean,
is I cannot believe I watched this industry go backwards. You know what I mean? There was a value to being a person on the radio and getting them to come to the club. That meant something. They paid for that. Now it's like 150, 200, maybe. Maybe.
Well, I think the goals with that too. When you were doing it, the radio stations actually were trying to get in clubs. You know what I'm saying? That was part of their market campaign. Listen, we want you to get in this club for you to get paid, but it also helps us. I think some of that, the radio stations have a disconnect with the streets on certain levels now.
Oh, absolutely.
So because like when you said back then it was you, it was B Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like they got all
it
the people from the streets.
So many people.
Now
man,
it's like, well, you don't have a mass comm degree. Nigga, what? So, but what about this nigga over here that's packing out clubs? Does he have a degree in mass comm? No, but he has 500 people come to a club. Well, I don't know about that. We have to talk to some people.
Yeah.
Nigga, what? There's proof right there. Like you go to Atlanta, everybody they pull on the radio station, you hot in the streets, we're gonna put you on radio, we're gonna train you to do this.
Right.
Because we know if you have the street following, you're gonna get everything else.
So I have mixed emotions about that because they did do some of that here in Columbia. So you had people like
Back then, you had people who didn't have degrees.
I'm not going way back, but like a little back. But you know, like for people, okay, like I came off the street, so I mean, but I had to work my way up. What I saw in later years, people just being plucked off the street and getting positions that you don't get like that. You have to work your dues. Where's your overnights and your weekend shifts and your chance to fill in for the midday girl is your chance to show them that. I was seeing people with no radio experience getting midday jobs, and I'm like, where the fuck does this happen? And not just that, there's coveted things in the radios, things that are like titles, APDs, PDs. Those motherfuckers was like 1 year in getting PD I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. I was confused.
I get what you're saying, but radio is not as what it used to be anymore because I guess between streaming and everything else and technology.
And they stripped it.
Nobody really cares about radio. But there was a time before like where if you were in the business kind of you wanted to work in radio. You really wanted to be in radio. I don't think people really want to be in radio anymore. I mean,
I think
there's no point.
You can have a podcast.
I think
like the cosign.
I think radio kind of killed themselves in our market because they took the power away from radio because what they started, like she said, they started giving shit to anybody. And before Real Talk, they built that shit off. We're gonna get Big G because Big G popping. We're gonna get who the fuck is she in the street? She popping. We're gonna get B Lord. They stopped doing that. So they took the power away because they were the most popular people in the city, in the streets, in the nightclubs, right?
Right.
So you take that, you put that on the radio. Now we got some. Now we're just taking people. Well, shit.
She's cute.
Gotcha. Right. So now, why am I listening? Because you give me a reason to tune in.
Right.
I'm tuning in because that's Venom. She's gonna have a party. She's gonna pack it out.
Yeah.
You got 12 bad chicks with her.
Right.
I'm gonna get Big G because he's gonna bring.
We're gonna get Big Sexy. We're gonna go to the Crunk Brothers. We're gonna get them.
Oh Lord, the Crunk Brothers.
Yeah. I know wherever they at, it's gonna be a party. You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
listen to see where they at.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be on the radio to see what's going on. And that's another thing. Radio did most of the advertising. We didn't have phones and internet to tell you where it was going.
So you had to listen.
You had to listen to the radio. Okay, you catch me tonight, and they would give the rundown of where everybody was going to be at over that weekend. You know what I mean? So you knew who was DJing where. So radio had more reach back then. Now
I
feel like
knew
it
when
has
it
more reach.
died when doing live remotes and people don't show up. It was such a waste of time. Like, you know, people used to come. If I said I was here and I got some tickets and some giveaways, people would stop by. But then them last hour was like, this is a waste of time. I'm sitting out here for 2 hours looking stupid. These people done spend all this money.
Shit, look, I used to call the car phone. Megan makes it get my shout outs all the time. Shit, but now, shit, I'm just gonna go on social media and post a picture and add everybody. But you know what I mean?
Do you think it's our market? Because like I know my homeboy Chewy in Charlotte, he was killing the Charlotte market. You know what I'm saying? Like him and Nolan Lambert, those guys, they still killing that market. The guys in Atlanta are killing it in Miami. And I don't know if it's a bigger market thing, but I think they're still doing the form that you guys had at Hot. They're still doing that now.
Right. I think it just depends. I think that, you know, coming from the company I came from, and they're going to be the leaders in the game, what they're doing is stripping radio down. So there isn't those big personalities anymore, and they're going more into a syndicated format.
Which is bullshit, might I add, by the way. Syndication is pure bullshit.
Because just think about it.
It's pure bullshit.
And I'm going to say this because we're going to get ready to wrap in a minute, but I'm going to say this, though, because I said it before. This move that Angela Yee just made, you're going to watch and see what happens with that.
Yeah, tell them to get in there. Because that's a lot of midday.
With her taking on doing a syndicated midday show, there's never been that. So why am I going to pay you a salary when the company already owns Angela Yee's show? So I just slide Angela Yee in and take all the midday girls out. Why am I paying people when I can put Breakfast Club in the morning, Angela Yee afterwards, all shows we own. It costs me nothing to put it on my station.
I mean, it was kudos for her, but like I said, like you said then, I feel like it cost a lot of females, because females were the midday personality.
I'm just waiting to watch and see how it progresses.
The domino.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting to see, and I'm praying for all my radio sisters out there. I hope they're not going to slide y'all off, but we'll see. DJ Shot, you got any last words?
Nah, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. I had a good time, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
For sure.
Watch your badass kids.
I knew you
Please do that.
Please watch your badass kids.
The teacher the other day.
I saw him. Yeah, look, beating up teacher. Yeah, I mean, watch your badass kids. Drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated. Mind your business, and keep God first.
All right, guys.
Keep God first. After all that.
And we'll make it even worse now. All right, we out. It's the cosign, bitch.